I'm pretty sure those are ants, guys. And I'm pretty sure what they are carrying off is my daggone potatoes. You see that? You see what they got in their mouth? They got my potatoes. I know they do. Come on, let's get up in here. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Turf Therapy. In this episode, we got a little bit of harvesting to do. A few things are ready to be pulled up. I need to get some stuff in the house. But outside of that, I'm going to teach you some things or share with you some things that I've learned. Not really teach because I'm still learning. So I'm going to share with you some things that I've learned thus far in my first summer season. Let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I want to share with you guys is my Royal Burgundy pole beans. So this is what they look like. You can pretty much just snap them right off the plant. You know they're ready when they pop like that. So you might have to sacrifice one or two for the team, but when they're popping like that, they're ready to go. So as you can see, it's got a purple casing on the outside, but on the inside, it's nice and green, right? So we got quite a few of these. And to be honest, guys, this is probably, I mean, what does it taste like? Like this sweet, a sweet bean. I mean, it tastes good. It tastes real good. But yeah, and it's pretty prolific. It's doing well. Let's check it out. Look at it. This one, that's ready. You can go ahead and take you. Just go through and pick them. If I get them and it looks like, you know, maybe this one has gone too far, guess what I'll do? Save it for seeds. It's just that simple. We definitely are working on the meal. Now, for those who have been wondering, this is what my beets are looking like. Don't they look hurt? Don't let that fool you though. They just don't like being in the sun, but that does not stop them from continuing to get bigger. Now, I think what happens is, so as long as your root has developed in time, the plant itself will continue to thrive. Now, I'm not all bent out of shape about not being able to eat these beet tops, and that's because they will go in either my passive compost pile or they will go in my worm bin. So it's not a big deal. These are edible though. So what I've been doing though is if you come along, like look at this one. If you come along and you pull out the bigger ones, oh my goodness. You come along and pick out the bigger ones, you give room for stuff like this to happen. And they continue to get big and large. Now the top don't look like much, but the beets themselves, they keep thriving. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come in here. This is probably my fourth harvest out of this, and I started harvesting, I'd say, oh, I accidentally got the little one. Oh well, sacrifice it for the team. But this is probably my fourth harvest this season out of this one planter that I've thrown out here. And as I come and I take one, guess what? It makes room for the ones that are left behind to soak up some more nutrients and get nice and big and fat like the ones we have still remaining in here. So from experience, just because the heat comes doesn't mean your beets are over. So as long as you got them started ahead of time to keep them from not forming these wonderful bulbs. All right, let's finish up here and then we'll move on to some carrots. You got that purple going. So we got a new addition over here in the carrot bed. The new additions being some kooks that I got started. Yes, they look a little stressed right now, but that's just because we're in the middle of the day. It is hot. It's I don't know what right now. So, but these are the carrots I sowed a while ago. Now some of them, a few of them, have gone to seed. I'm okay with that, no worries with that. Free seeds, we all know, printing that money. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll throw it in the link in the eye in the top right corner. And then all we're gonna do is go through here, and I'm looking for the ones that are showing me a shoulder like this, all right? Showing me a nice little shoulder like these are. And then we'll pull them up. Now remember, these should be nice, short and fat, just like that. That's how these are supposed to be. Now, when you're growing in containers, as far as what I fed them, the majority of the time they got 511. And this is the reason why. I mixed up this soil mixture, and I know that I placed plenty of bone meal, which is full of phosphorus, in here. So for your root vegetables, you're gonna want phosphorus. And what phosphorus does in all plants, it helps develop root development. It's a key ingredient to root development. So when you have a root vegetable, it's going to need what? It's going to need phosphorus, that's right, for root development. Now this one isn't ready, but I can see that these are a little crowded, so I'm just giving them a little bit more room. Look at this. Look at her. Let's get in there. My first sunflower over here opened up. Isn't she pretty? Look at her. I can't remember which one this is. We have another one right here she's a different variety as well. But look at the mammoth. I gotta zoom out because I can't even get the whole thing in the frame. Look at that. She's as tall as the side of this freaking garage. Isn't that crazy? This is the mammoth, and she's finally, I don't know if you can see it up there, she's finally coming to head. Finally coming ahead, so I can't wait. And then she's opening up, facing us. So she ain't gonna be shy. She not gonna be shy like she was shy, because she was shy. You see her first bloom is back there. She hiding from it. She don't want the world to see her. But over here, we're doing good. Now my peaches and cream corn, something interesting is happening. And if this happens to you, don't panic. So you see that? Already got tassels coming out. Now this should not be happening. This is the male flower. I'm going to tell you there's probably two reasons why this is happening. When you see this happening, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get corn. No, that's not what it means at all. It just means that the plant is under stress, and we can still get some healthy corn stalks out of this. I know that I've been feeding it, so I know that it's not nutrient deficient. I've been giving it plenty of food. So the only things that I keep coming back to is that the roots either don't have enough space, which I don't really think it's that. I think it's because I have it on this black top, and the heat that's coming and radiating is really putting these roots in a lot of stress. Therefore, I need to take it off of this black top or elevate it onto something that's not going to transfer that heat as dramatically as it is right now. All right. Tip from Rob. I don't know if that's accurate. Look, this is all assumption. I'm learning on the fly. Don't hold me to that. This is just based off my observation. Now I have plenty of peppers on here to take. These purple jalapenos from Hungary, you'd think that they would be spicier than your traditional jalapenos, but that is not the case at all. They are not spicy at all. I think they're a little milder, to be honest. So we'll come through, we'll take some that look good and ready, and look at that. And those of you who wanted these seeds, Seeds will be available and ready for handout here in the very near future. And then we got these early tree tomatoes, guys. This is probably, I like these more than the cherry tomatoes. That's just me. Don't beat me up, you know, just my preference. But I prefer these over the cherry tomatoes for sure. All right, and these on here, I'm gonna leave them on there for my neighbor. I'm gonna let my neighbor's daughter come and pick those through, and they love these cucamelons. I recommend this plant if you have kids, that this is probably the #1 plant that you should be growing, because kids can sit there and find all them joints for you, no problem. All right, let's get these potatoes so we can harvest them up. These might not be ready because they're not completely died back, or maybe they are. Y'all gotta remember, I'm just a rookie. I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna flip this whole thing out and see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, what is that? Are those ants? I think those are ants. Oh, what is that? Whoa. Whoa. I'm glad I flipped it open that way. These daggone flies are so disrespectful. I'm pretty sure those are ants, guys. And I'm pretty sure what they are carrying off is my daggone potatoes. You see that? You see what they got in their mouth? They got my potatoes. I know they do. Come on, let's get up in here. Okay, so I don't know what they was carrying off, but it looks like I got me a decent harvest of some potatoes. Now, if you're watching this and you said, no, Rob, no, you got impatient, you should have let them sit a little longer, please drop it in the comments below. Let me know. I am learning something new every day, I promise you. So if you know something that you see I'm doing and I just pulled these up too early, help me out. You know, not the most impressive harvest, but I am proud of myself. I'm gonna get these potatoes down, I really am. You know, not too shabby at all. I've never had these potatoes, so, you know, it'll all be new for me the first time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these cure out a bit. But that's a meal, you know? I just came out here. I don't have to run to the store. It's all right here. So looks like I need some work on my potatoes. If you got any tips, please drop them in the comments below. But it's not a complete fail. So as long as you're learning. Well, guys, I appreciate you stopping by for another episode of Turf Therapy with Real Healing Lawns and Souls. I'll see you next time for your weekly dose of therapy with Rob.